Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to Ravenport. I have just finished harvesting this field. Those two fields are harvested as well. I harvested them in-game yesterday. And I didn't do nothing with them just yet. I'm trying to get all these three fields in the same cycle. They were kind of like 12 hours off. I have also, after I harvested this field, put the plant growth down to slow. It's just hard to... You advance time, it's like, oh, there's no weeds here. You advance time like 3 hours, you come over and it's like grown twice, 2 growth stages, and you look in there, it's got weeds, and luckily I took care of the weeds in this field before we harvested, so it's all set. So you may ask, alright sir, with soybeans in that field, how much did we get? Well, not a full trailer, but darn close. We got 11,000 out of 11,000. And what we're going to do right now is go to our silo, top off this trailer, and we're going to go sell this. The money, I just borrowed the max again just to see how much we have at the current time. The field I want to buy, we need like 440,000. And I'll explain why later, why I would like to buy that field. I just did a quick check on it. Yes, I want to top off with soybeans, please. There's no cover for this, is there? Oh, there is a cover for it. We need a cover. So I was hoping that Giants would have had an update by now for the steering wheel and some of the other issues going on, but it's not too bad for me to deal with right now. Let's see, if I go up this way. Now we're going to the central grain elevator. The price is still around 1,800-ish per thousand, but the price is starting to drop. So that's why I want to get up there and do this first. Then I'll take you over to plot. I'm going to call these lands, instead of field like 1, 2, 3, I'm going to call them plots, plot 6, because you get the land with it. So basically what I want to do with plot 6 after we buy is get some more money in. And I think we're going to put a sheep farm there. But of course, after we buy the property, we're going to have to wait a while before we can... I can't see how much it's going to cost to put one down because I don't own the land. So I don't know how much they're going to charge us for terraforming the ground around it. But there's plenty of room, and we're not going to have to even touch the field. And we might even have enough grass around it. Yes, I can go this way. Might even have enough grass around it to take care of the sheep. But I'll take you there in a second after we head right to that sell point right up there. So with what we got, I'm hoping to get somewhere around 25,000. So yes, we're still quite a ways short of 440 to buy that plot. I'm still debating with myself to either buy, wait until I have the 440,000 to buy plot number 6, or start buying more small fields and try to take care of everything with the small equipment that we have, or like I said, wait until we have 440, buy a big plot, a big field, and really start getting some good cash in to we can start buying some better, I shouldn't say better equipment, equipment that will help us produce the farm faster, maybe. Let me just make sure we're at where I need to be before I go ahead and dump this out. By the way, here's plot number 6 right over here. Central grain elevator is where we're at. Soybeans. Oh boy, the price is dropping kind of fast. It was like 1820 not long ago, and I'm playing at 1 times the speed. Sometimes these triggers... Let's see if I can... It doesn't show me I can tip it. Do I have to do the cover first? There it is. We do still have some left back in the silo, along with canola barley, and I'm trying to hold on to the wheat just to feed the chickens. We do have plenty of wheat, actually, so... Hey, look at that. I was hoping for 25 grand. We got 25, 187. Good stuff. But still quite a way short of what we need. Yes, we could buy lots of... Well, I don't want to say lots. With that, I could probably buy easily 2 smaller fields. But when I mean smaller, they're bigger than the ones we have already. Come on, Case, get around this guy. There we go. Interesting. Looks like all the same kind of cars going by there. Which way do I have to go? I think we'll go this way. I keep, every time before I start the game, I check all the mod sites, just looking for a small hit of GPS and or follow me mods. But you know, actually I could have taken, yeah, I've done this road before. Let's go on down here. But this right here, right across from us is, excuse me, plot number 6. And if you look at it, it's a little hilly there, so I don't want to place a sheep farm there. But if you go up here, it is rather flat right in here. So if we go, no, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. So if we go to animal pens, sheep, 65 or 180. So the small one can hold 80. The large one can hold 250. But, you know, we're just a farm starting out, so probably it'll be this one here. Of course, the bigger pasture means a bigger area as well. And if we save the money for that, just to try to get more sheep, it would probably take up this whole grass area. Then I have no place to cut grass to feed a sheep, and really, we don't have the money to get that many sheep at the moment. Horses, yes, I would like to do horses. The problem is they do require more, and they're kind of tedious to take care of. You pretty much got to ride them 5 minutes every day, which really, I don't know if it's 5 minutes in real time or 5 minutes of game time, which would be kind of stupid, because if it was game time, you could just put the speed at 120 and you'd be done in like 3 seconds, I guess. So it must be like real time. I know some people say 5 minutes, some people say it's actually only a couple minutes or whatever. And of course, cows I would like to have, but as you know, cows do require quite a bit, actually. And someday we'll get a dog, but as far as I can see, the dog doesn't really do that much. Which is kind of sad, because when they show the trailer, they kind of show the dog, and it seems like, oh, the dog's going to do a lot more, and maybe I just haven't seen the correct videos yet. I don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking sheep next, because all sheep need is water and grass. Oh, that's okay. Hay or grass. Okay. I mean, I'm getting used to symbols. The best way I'm going, let me just take you here. The best way I try to remember the symbols here for the grass and straw. So I look at the little symbols. If they're pointing up, that's like grass growing. And then if you got the symbol, the straw is like dead, dead crops. So the arrows are pointing down, so it's dead. And the hay, can we even sell hay? Where's the hay symbol? So I can't sell hay anywhere? I'm pretty sure I can sell hay. I just don't own the property of where I can sell it. So hay is going to have like little squiggly lines in it, going like straight across. I'm just wondering, milk prices are not that bad, I suppose. How are the egg prices right now? Not too bad as well. So yeah, this would be the lot I'm thinking of. You can see field 6 is rather decent. And the good part is it's not too far from the shop as well. So when we start buying stuff and come here, and this would be like kind of like the start of maybe the farm itself. But that's a nice flat place to put. I'll have to think about if I want to do horses or sheep. I'm not sure yet. But you can see from up here a better perspective. Field 6 is a pretty good size. And the first few times we have it, we'll probably have to harvest it with our combine that we have, which would really, I don't want to say suck, but yeah, it'll take a while. But right now, we need to take care of our own farm that we have and that we can afford. So I'll meet you back there in a second. Hey, fancy meeting you guys here again. Well, we're not quite back on our farm now anymore. I was. I got curious as to how much does the price drop after delivering that much? And the price didn't drop hardly at all. I mean, the price was dropping to begin with. But before we sell it, we'll come back in here. See, it was $17.99. I delivered that. It's only $17.89 and it's slowly dropping. So it's not like before where you used to go to and you delivered something, the price would drop by, maybe 10% or whatever it was. And since we had almost another 10,000 liters, and the price it is, this will get us close to 300 grand, actually. Now, we do have canola back at the silo as well. Oh, just short. But hey, that puts us closer to buying the nice plot of land. Seems to be traffic jams here today. Alright, now I'm going to go back to the farm because the next step we need to do is, I believe all of our fields need lime. So we need to go take care of that, and then of course we'll get the Massey Ferguson probably reseeding. And I may not even do wheat or barley in that one field. We're going to try to plant either canola or maybe even soybeans in all the fields just to get the rich crop in, if that makes sense, and try to earn some more cash. But yeah, I'll meet you back at the farm. So here we are at the farm field stat page, basically. And our fields that we own here, well, they're all teal colored. And they all need lime. They all pretty much have weeds in them as well. Well, this one we just harvested, but these have weeds in them. But that shouldn't be no worries because, well, when we plant, the weeds will go bye-bye. The good thing is it doesn't need plowing. But we do have the subsoiler now, a 4-meter wide one. So when we put a worker on that, it'll do it twice as fast. But for now, one of the Massey's got the narrow tires on it, so I think we'll use the case for this. And I don't know how much lime we have, but my guess is it might not be enough. But I do know when I unload this spreader, I'm getting the heck away from that gate so they don't go in there. And I definitely don't want it to go in the chicken pen either. So what I'm actually going to do, just to be safe, is we're going to come down here where there's nothing. Unload. Well, it didn't shoot them out as far. But how much lime do we have is a question. And only seeing 2 seed bags there, or just bags I should say. My guess is it's not going to be enough. Because you go through lime pretty darn quick. Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to be enough, but what we'll do is we'll use what we have, and then if we have to, which I know we will go to the store and take care of it. But let's make it snow, if you will. Now, this doesn't spread as much as the artificial fertilizer, so we'll see if I can get a rough idea. One thing about this field that I learned is, no matter what I do with anything, it just doesn't seem like it's wide enough. I always got to do one more pass just to cover a little bit of a section. But, you know, you got to do it. And lime is not that expensive. And you can see we had like, what, 2,800 liters of lime. And I'm not going to be able to even finish this field. Yep. So, off to the store we go to buy some lime. Now, there are some mods out there where you can buy placeables for your lime, your fertilizers, your seeds, where you can place them at your farm. I didn't look into them too much yet because I don't mind going back to the store right now. I can see maybe in the future where having placeables like that is something we're going to do. But for right now, it's not too bad. But off to the store. So I'm in the store looking at the big bag, and I'm a little confused. How do you lease this stuff? I'm confused. Anyways, yeah, 2,000 liters and only costs $4.50 per one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I bought 5 of those. Whoops. We did. I don't even know how much this actually even holds, to be honest with you. Let's start filling her up. Well, that answers my question. It holds 9,000. So I got 1,000 liters left of lime. Steve said I could leave it there. Alright, let's finish off this field, which will take nothing more than a second or so. Might as well get every little piece, right? I mean, already I used 500 liters. That's ridiculous. You just chew right through the lime, don't you? That's why I got a full tank, because we're going to need it. Especially when I get up to the other field. But if you don't do lime, I think you lose 10% yield. Something like that. I may have to go back to the store again to do the other field. Luckily, you only have to do this like every 3 times. But if this is not your thing, it's like the weeds and the periodic plowing, you can turn that off in the options menu. Well, I wasn't sure. I said when I bought 5 bags, well, that's going to be more than enough. I might be wrong there. Because we're already halfway through what we bought. It does look rather interesting with the white texture on the ground. Wow, I'm just thinking about. I know I got quiet there for a second. I was just thinking about the big fields and doing this. Wow, you're gonna go through so much lime. I can see why they do have lime stands or silos around the map for you. They didn't put seed or fertilizer silos, but they definitely put lime silos around. Well, might as well use what we have, and then when we run out, we'll head back to the store. It looks like I'll buy 4 bags. Because I got 1,000 liters sitting on the deck there. So if I buy 4 bags at 2, that'd be 9,000 liters. We'll get another full trailer out of it. And I should be able to finish this field. I hope. And then we'll get a worker in the Massey Ferguson. To start seeding these fields. And I'm wasting lime. Terrible. I didn't know what approach I was going to take to spreading lime in this field, but obviously not a good one. Alright, I'm going to go back to the store, buy some more. I'll come back. We'll finish this. I'll finish this up, and we'll get the Massey Ferguson and start seeding our fields. So we can start making some more cash eventually. Because we need cash. Like always. Hopefully this is the last pass with lime. I did go to the store, filled this up, so I had another 9,000 liters, and we're down to 2,500. Yeah, you need lime. So once we get a bigger field, I'm either gonna have to either get. I think I can mod this, or customize it to hold more. Or we just buy a real big one. The biggest of the big. But looks like Christmas came early for this field. So that's all set to go. Yeah, let's come over here. We'll unload this. Where's it going to go? Way over there. Makes sense? I don't know why the ICBs unload like right next to the equipment. But the bags seem to empty a mile and a half away. Alright, do I actually park this anywhere? Because I don't think I do anymore. But now we got the growth rate on slow. Hopefully I won't need the stuff as fast as I used to. I was just starting to leave stuff out. It's like, why put it away? I want to need it in like 5 minutes. It's one thing I sort of liked about seasons, even though you don't get to harvest crops every 2 seconds at the early stages where you need money. You kind of get to do things and keep your farm in order. If that makes any sense. Okay, so where am I going to put this is the question. I might as well put it in front of the weeder and subsoiler for now. Because it seems like the weeds never really come in the first growth stage. I always have to use herbicide. I don't know how they got the weeds to grow. Is it just like, is it on a time frame or what? But all right, so let's see. We do have some canolas to sell as well. The price is going up. We were probably going to sell our canola just to get over 300,000. Then I'll pay off the loan because I don't want to have that much of a loan because of the interest rate kind of a thing. But I'm thinking we're going to go with this soybeans again. I hate to just keep planting soybeans right now. Nothing else we can really do down there. We do have some wheat and barley. But I got a good amount of barley from the field. No, that's yes. No, wait, what? That's oats. That's oats. That's barley. That's wheat. But we're trying to save some of the barley so when we get horses we do have it. Yeah, so I think let's just go back with soybeans even though the price is going down. Eventually go back up. We look at the prices over here. And our yield has been rather good. carefully go around this corner because I usually park stuff right here. But I think this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the worker in the upper corner where that one tree was sort of an issue, but it really wasn't too bad. Come on, Massey. Well, you're having a little bit of an issue here, aren't you? I can't remember if I had the Massey sowing this field before, or did I have the case sowing it before, because the Massey just had a little bit of trouble taking this up the hill. Alright, let's get it right where it needs to be. We're going to hire a worker. I need to get out of the way. And now we're putting money back into the ground. I did see earlier that there is one little pieces of stumps out here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where it is now. I saw it. It was around here. But it's not in our field. It's not in our way. We can actually drive through it. I just want to see how the Massey handles this corner here. And when it does, we're going to hop into the case. We're going to fill up with canola, go sell it so we can get over 300 grand in our bank account. We'll pay off our loan. But look how the paint is wearing on the seed row right there at the bottom. That's a nice little addition to the game as well. Oh yeah, and by the way, I don't know if I said this yet or not, but if you have lime turned on and you don't lime your fields, that's considered 15%. So just keep that in mind there. That if you don't do lime, you're losing 15%. So let's hop over to the case, wherever I parked that. Because I don't know right now. Oh yeah, I backed that in. Then I'll get the Massey Ferguson. We're just going to plant everything soybeans so I can get like one full trailer. That'd be good. What? I started it. Don't tell me you didn't start. Let's back up. Hook up the trailer. I have found that you don't really need a notification at the bottom of the screen to tell you that you're lined up and to hook it up. Canola, start. Boy, that unloads quickly. So where are we going with the canola? Port grain. Port grain elevator. Does anyone know where the port grain elevator is? Ah, way over here. I don't think we've actually been in this area yet. So yeah, here's a lime station here. There's a lime station there. Do they have one? Oh wow, they don't have one anywhere in the north, do they? Not really. That looks weird that you can see where our helper is seeding the field, but it doesn't show the field on the map. Same thing here, but that's fine. Yeah, so off to the port grain elevator we go. And maybe I'll bring it back when we get near the store so you can see that side of the map. You know what it's like to the store. So just give me a quick second. So here's the store, as we all know. Make sure you obey the road signs. I will check for traffic though. Somewhat. And this is where we went in episode 1 to do our first contract job. I don't know if I need to go down there or not, but we came down here and we took 2 pallets I think to the north, up to the grain elevator. It's the cement factory. Is there really no traffic on this road? Tidal View Motel. Yeah, I don't think I've been down to this section. There's the basketball court. I really haven't checked the achievements. I don't know if I kind of make a basket. Wasn't that 17 where you had to make a basket or something like that? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I have been down here once before because this is a sign that says Goldcrest Valley. I remember that, so I actually have been up through here. But we gotta go, no vehicles. Well, I'm kind of in here. Train doesn't come through here, does it? I would say it does. What is this for? Sell wood. Am I where I need to be? Because probably not. No, it's kind of behind me. And no, I'm not going to take my tractor and jump through that. Not a chance in heck. I don't think our tractor's fast enough to really get good speed and go somewhere with it. So my guess is we go in here to sell the canola. Or whatever. There we go. And this will put us over 300,000, so I need another 140 grand-ish. Not too bad. One thing I'm going to do right now, though, because I don't want to forget, is we're going to repay... Wait, did it say I could borrow more? No, I can borrow 530 grand right now. Which, if it's like Farmstead 17, you can borrow more the more land you buy. So what is the best way out of here? Because the way I came in, I was riding over railroad tracks everywhere. Ah, I see. Hey, there's actually people walking. I was wondering that. So are they only down by the port? Must be. Yeah, they're all walking on the beach. Pardon me. Traffic everywhere. Well, I'll head up this way. I think this will take me back up by the store, actually. So, still, of all the game hours and game days I got in this so far, still not one raindrop anywhere. It never rains in Ravenport. Yep, there's the store. Alright, time to head back to the farm and see what the Massey Ferguson is up to. Well, it looks like they're doing a good job. Meaning they haven't got stuck on any trees or anything like that going that way as well. I will have to fertilize this, obviously, but the good thing is the entire field does not need to be plowed. No lime right now. No weeds at the moment. That will change. But now we are on slow growth rate, so we'll have to see how it goes. But I'm going to let this guy finish up, because we're finishing up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode today. I appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time in Ravenport. But until then, have a good one.